What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, I don't know. I don't know if this happened yesterday. I don't know when it happened, but I opened up my YouTube app and it's everywhere. Ryan Garcia allegedly going off on a racist rant. I don't know that it's Ryan, but I'm gonna speak as if it is. I do want to say first of all that a couple of the podcasts that I saw that were talking about this issue, they were, one of them specifically said, "Oh, we've known Ryan was racist for a long time," and they tied in Donald Trump and all this stuff and how Donald Trump hates Mexicans, but here's this Mexican that hates blacks, and the word racism is thrown around so much. Now, I'm not going to get into the weeds. I want to focus on the topic at hand. If this was Ryan, it was a hard ER. You know, I know these youngsters nowadays, for whatever reason, no matter what ethnicity, they're using that N-word. And for some reason, the black community has allowed for people to use it with the A on the end, as if that makes it better or that's cool. I'm old school. I don't believe that word should be used. I've been around. I've done time in prison with blacks that did not like blacks using the N-word. I think that's a better stance. I wish more black people were of that stance and mindset and would check their own people so that everyone would stop using that word. This person, I didn't see the face. I don't know who was saying that, but they're attributing it to Ryan. And so if it was Ryan just got suspended. I'm sure he's angry, but you be angry at the individual. You know, there's people that are saying that the person that runs the lab has ties to Haney. You know, it is what it is, but you never target an entire ethnicity. You don't use racial slurs, period. The fact that you just got suspended, that's one thing, but to compound it by going after an entire ethnicity and using that word, it's game over, party over. I've had interactions with someone in Ryan's family, really, really cool dude, man. And I know he has to be just, I mean, I don't even know what to say about this because, like I said, I'm not trying to be an apologist for him. Anybody using racial slurs, I'm not with it. While I was in prison, I was told we don't do that. You know, if you want to disrespect somebody, you disrespect them with your hands. You don't do it with words. And whoever you're mad at, it has nothing to do with anyone else of that ethnicity. It has to do with that person. And you focus your energy at that person. And you would hope that a person that has an issue with somebody would be able to speak and communicate, if not eloquently, at least respectfully, and not resort to this stuff. This is childish stuff. This, you know, when I heard it, it reminded me of, I play Call of Duty, and it reminded me of how dudes go in there and they just throw the N-word around to try to inflame people, or they think it's funny, or I don't know. It just sounds stupid. And when I heard this recording, I felt the same way. This just sounds stupid. What's the point? Hopefully more comes out about this. But if it was him, it's not justified. If it wasn't him, then hopefully those that are calling him a racist will apologize. If it is Ryan, you can't apologize your way out of that. Not the way it was used in the phone call. Maybe I'll try to reach out to Ryan's family member and get an explanation, if there is one. That, that this person may not even want to discuss it. We've been seeing this meltdown for a while. The lead up to the fight. Prior to this Haney fight, Ryan was praising God and always talking about God. Like, he had started talking about God and his religious beliefs, and then just in the lead up to the fight, things went completely sideways. We had this hotel room incident. I don't know what to believe. It was alleged that, it's just build up to the fight. It's nothing. Because they say Haney can't sell a fight, right? So Ryan was trying to stir up controversy to sell a fight, but it hasn't stopped. And this right here, you cannot use racial slurs, man. And hopefully nobody's gonna try to justify and say, it was a private conversation. You don't use those words even in private unless that's who you really are. That's the reality. I don't know. I hope it's not him, but I more than that hope this is okay with him. He's a young dude, man, with a lot of money. When you have a lot of money, there aren't a lot of people in your life that are going to be honest with you, because they're trying to figure out how to keep their position in your life and around that money. They're leeches. Ryan needs to cut the leeches out and get around people that are willing to check him. I'm talking about in his family. I don't know what to. I honestly am blown away, man. I did hear it. I checked out 2 different podcasts, and one of them, he's playing Ryan in a press conference while he's playing the audio to try to make it seem as though he's saying it at the press. It's a dirty game, man. It really is a dirty game. What was said is bad enough, and if it really is him, it's the worst. It's cancel time. There's 2 groups in America that you can't throw slurs, and that's the black community and the gay community. As a Mexican, they can hurl racial slurs at Mexicans all day and nothing happens. They can hurl racial slurs at whites and Asians and nothing happens. But those 2 communities right there, man, the black and the gay community, you can't do that. I don't know why this N-word thing. I don't know why. Like I said earlier, I don't know why it's been allowed, even with the A on the end. I don't know why it's been allowed. Like, hey, yeah, it's cool. You're white. You can use that word. Who's giving out the passes? And this is what happens. The whole Call of Duty thing, where they do it all day on there, and now they're gonna just do it on social media and like, I don't know. I don't want to keep going in circles. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over. Hopefully we're gonna get more information on this. Hopefully it's not him. I don't know him personally, and so I don't have a personal reason other than I just don't want it to be an opportunity to tear him down. Because Raza don't have a lot of people for our youth to look to. And if this is true, then Ryan would definitely be somebody that we don't want our youth, our young Raza looking up to, because we don't want them to think that that's cool. Anyways, I'll keep this short, man. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.